Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am here with Dr. Sarah Bellefontaine. She is one of my clients that we've been working together with for over a year now, which is crazy to say. And I'm so grateful. I know you found me through Google, but I feel like I've met you before I met you. I met some of your family at a soccer game before I even started business coaching. And we put all the dots together. So very small world, and I love how the universe all aligns. So I was very happy to figure out that we knew each other before we knew each other. Thank you for joining me today. Very excited to have you and to share what you do. I'm a big advocate for the work that you're doing and the people that you're supporting in our community. For anyone who hasn't met you yet, tell us what you do and how this all began.
I'm the clinic director, psychologist at Four Wings Psychology. I personally work with adults. So I do assessment and treatment of adults who are suffering with anxiety, PTSD, any kind of trauma experience. And I work with perinatal mental health, postpartum and prepartum. I also work with a lot of chronic health conditions as well. So I do a mix of different things that keeps me on my toes and interested.
And you have a whole team.
I do. The rest of my team works across the lifespan. We like to think of ourselves as a one-stop shop where people can get mental health services for the entire family and have an experience where they know that the services are going to be evidence-based, serve their needs, and where they can feel at ease. I think of there being kind of two parts of my business. That's one part. The second part is really serving the clinicians themselves and ensuring that they feel like they have a place they can set up, breathe a sigh of relief, not have as much burden on the admin side, and feel like they have an environment to practice in that feels comfortable.
When we first met, you were in a different location, and then you moved into this new one, and the practice is growing. The clinic rooms are filled. It's such a great dynamic in terms of the leadership you're providing and the support for other clinicians. So there's a lot of people doing it on their own right now, and you're creating that team environment, which is really what people are looking for. It's really nice that you're offering that environment to support them and the clients. I know you've been in business for a while now, and things have changed over the years. But is entrepreneurship really what you imagined it would be, or is it totally different?
It's funny, I was kind of thinking about the journey through entrepreneurship. And one of the things that struck me was that I knew on some level it was going to be busy. I knew it was going to be exciting. I knew it was something that drew me in. I don't think I realized how busy it is and how many layers upon layers there is to running a business. So that's been an interesting thing to learn over time. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something where I kind of went like, oh, there's more that I need to be on top of. It's not just setting people up and giving them the thumbs up and running off to do my own sessions. I need to be on top of them. I need to be managing the team, the administrative team as well, and ensuring that we still have the supplies people need to be able to do what they do best.
Yeah, absolutely. Over the years, is there a win or a harder time that you took a big lesson from?
Yeah, the one that stands out most is some of the hiring challenges I've had. As entrepreneurs, oftentimes we're trying to, when we recognize a need for help, we probably needed help 3 months ago. So, we're looking to fill spots, understand the importance of having people, but not necessarily the appreciation for the culture and fit with the office culture. So that's something that I've worked really hard on, especially in the last year, ensuring that the office culture is something that I'm respecting and taking into account any new hire that I'm bringing on, whether it be on the administrative side or the clinician side. Even if they're a fantabulous clinician, I'm making sure that they fit within the culture of the practice so that everybody feels supported by one another. Nobody feels like it's an awkward feel.
I remember one of the lines I was given as a leader: hire slow, fire fast. You can see pretty quickly who doesn't fit the culture within the business. As a leader and as a hiring manager, you have to figure that out and trust your gut and make decisions quickly, because a bad apple really impacts the entire organization very quickly. So it's good to learn sometimes the harder ways, but it makes you stronger and more confident in your leadership skills as you're growing. Kudos to you for figuring that out early on. Everyone sees success online. You're doing lots of great things, but no one really sees that 2 a.m. stress. We were just talking about not sleeping. What helps you reset when things get heavy?
Certainly, there are days where things get heavy, and I'll joke like, okay, I'm just going to rage quit everything today. I think having a sense of humor is one of the ways that I get myself through some of those days. A lot of the time, what I end up doing is really turning to my support system. When I say support system, there's my family at home. They definitely are part of that group of people that I lean on, my good friends within the business, but also the professional circle that I've built for myself includes you. I think I've texted you in some of those rough moments, as well as an HR consultant that I'm working with, my bookkeeper also. So having a group of people that really has an appreciation for the business and the struggles that can come up in this kind of environment, because obviously I can't vent to my team necessarily.
I always say it's lonely at the top. Even if you're a higher manager, you can't necessarily vent to the CEO. If you are the CEO, your family only wants to hear so much. So it is important to create this network around you of people that get it and speak that same language. I appreciate that. And I'm finding a lot, even with coaches, other people around me that are going through, and I'm sure from a psychology perspective, you guys do the same thing, have those mentors and people to connect with.
Because it's so lonely at the top, I have started getting a group of practice owners together to support one another. We've set up a chat, but also quarterly meetings just to be able to touch base and share and learn from one another.
I love that so much. It's like building that community of the professionals. It's incredible that you're building that to support each other. So kudos to you. Hopefully you're using that beautiful boardroom that you guys have. Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Business often mirrors your personal growth. How has that shown up for you as a leader?
For me, the biggest way I've seen it is in terms of confidence. I used to be a very shy, meek, mild person for many years. And I feel like coming into myself as an entrepreneur over the years has allowed me to see the value that I bring, to be able to speak up and be more upfront about what I have to offer. It's brought up confidence in that way. I feel like it's also allowed me to have a confidence in my numbers, being more confident in even just looking at my numbers, which was a terrifying thing for me when I started in business. Seeing that confidence in all realms and being able to model, I think, as a at least somewhat successful businesswoman to my two daughters, is something that means a lot to me, where I can kind of have them develop their confidence maybe a little earlier than I did.
I love that. And as your business coach, I have seen your confidence grow a lot throughout working together, all the aspects of the business. It's like that proud mom moment where you're like, oh, you don't need me anymore. I'm here if you need me. Call me, text me if you remember me. But it's amazing. For me, that's what I want to see with my clients and where they've progressed. So you're killing it. I'm so happy to be on the other side and let you fly. I know what you do and the impact you're making on the community, but how does your business make a difference for your clients and the community as a whole?
Yeah, it's a great question. We bring evidence-based services to the population. We try to make that as accessible as possible, and we want them to be high quality. I'm making sure that I'm vetting all the clinicians and building a team that specializes in different areas so we can best serve the community. One of our foundational pillars at Four Wings Psychology is community engagement. We focus on how we can engage with the community in different ways, offering programming from community partners on site, including a local artist doing a group art/mental health informed program. We sponsor a lot of local events, collaborate with other local businesses in meaningful ways. We're always looking for ways to open up the conversation around mental health and well-being and being there when people, need us.
Yeah. And I'm hoping people see your signs around Ottawa. I love every time I'm on the highway and I see it right by Carling or the bus stops. It's like that proud mom moment. I'm sitting there frustrated and then I look over and I see life can suck. We can help. It's true. You guys also do virtual, so you can help people outside of Ottawa as well, right?
Yeah, we can help across Ontario. So we have that capability to bring services to even remote areas where in-person services might not be an option.
Right. So out of curiosity, let's say if we had a camera following you, Kardashian style, if people could shadow you for a week, what would surprise them the most about the day in the life of Dr. B?
I think it's just how many different hats I'm wearing on any one particular day. I'm often going from meeting with clients, solving issues on the business front, working on hiring new people, and then going right into my next session. I think just how constantly on and doing things I am. The sessions are actually the quieter moments of my days, which is kind of nice.
You're wearing every hat. So it's outfit changes every 5 minutes. All right. So is there anything new or exciting that's coming up that you can share at this moment?
Yes, we are introducing VR supported services for people with different phobias, with struggling with anger and other different things, OCD. We're going to be able to offer virtual reality to start them off on their journey of exposure to some of those events to bring down some of the activation. So that's something that we're really excited about. That's starting up January. Further down the road is kind of thoughts about expansion and potentially being able to open up a second location. So there's some fun things on the horizon.
Stay tuned. If somebody wanted to try the VR or get in contact with you, how can they reach you?
The best way to find us is on our website, www.fourwingspsychology.ca. It's going through a bit of a facelift. It'll have a new look in January. You can reach our admin team at admin@fourwingspsychology.ca. And we're also on pretty much most socials, I guess. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, just a little bit of everywhere.
I love it. I'll tag everything so they can follow you easily. And just to wrap it up, we're both in Ottawa, and I'm always looking for a new spot to visit or have a coffee. Do you have any suggestions?
One of my favorite places is actually one of my neighbors downstairs here, Around the Block Butcher. They're fantastic people. They have lunch stuff available. It's not just a butchery, but they're absolutely incredible human beings that work there and that own the place. A nice small local business that caters to the area.
I love that. Well, thank you. I'll check them out for sure. And I appreciate your time and insights today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was really awesome to be able to talk to you a little bit more about what we do.
See you soon.